Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 8 read.
There we go.
Check 26, check 26. Undercrush, undercrush, under. Gone.
On first and 10, Rudolph. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
91.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28.
Check three. Watch the safety creep. He's checking. Ready.
Now it's Rudolph. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there.
Hey, Foxtrot. Now.
Third and long, it's Rudolph. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Pernell McPhee picks up his second sack of the afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Thomas. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Check. Get it.
On first down, Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
10-2 stop. Shift. He's coming. Double up. Look. Squeeze.
Rudolph on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, and his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson now. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on 2nd down. Rudolph toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram. He goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara in New Orleans. Now he figures to be the top guy in the Baltimore backfield. Although I guess you could say he's kind of splitting time with his quarterback, Lamar Jackson. But a great veteran presence. Mark Ingram is behind Jackson. Ingram now in his 9th NFL season. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here's a guy coming off a strong rookie season, Gus Edwards. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. With a quick slant, good for 8 and a first. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, watch it. Tight yard. Wide, get wide.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Leo, ready?
From the gun, here's Rudolph. But it's brought in by Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Ready, set.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I can't believe they even let you play. Kill.
Let's go. Get set. Bear. Now.
Here comes a 1st down throw for Rudolph. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A nice gain of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hey, Sam off.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and 2, Rudolph. Ebron caught left side. A good pickup there at 22.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Check three. Hey. Check nine. Let go.
They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Boswell good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, dude. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Okay, on the ball.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Pass incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Look at me. Door. Lucky. Slam. Hey. Crunch. Quick.
On 1st down, it's Connor. Evades him at the 10. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Check 99.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. He uncorks it for Snead. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Here we go. Here we go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Back.
Check. Check 24. Check 24.
Tighten up. Go on. Ready?
Shotgun snap for Rudolph.
Check 15.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
54.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And now look at him go. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think this.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready up.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Switzer on the return. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7. Pilot, 64, weak.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Check 26, check 26. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
Here's Rudolph. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
She'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game.
And my goodness, another interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Watch the edge. Check, 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 check.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Get. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Stay in situation. Let's go.
36, 36. Check your hot read.
Check 52. Shift, shift.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
Look, squeeze.
Watch that, watch that, watch that.
Go.
Motion, motion.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS.
Hey, rock it, rock it.
Shift. Watch the shift. Watch twitch.
Let go.
Rudolph looking to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right, tight on the right. 3 down. Hey, check. Let it go.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
At their own 19-yard line.
Down.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
That is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 27-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Watch QB drop. Check. Leo.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run on first down. Connor, and he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Kill. 25, check 25.
Hey, Sam off. 2.
Throwing on second and 3. Rudolph. He's got this complete to Ryan Switzer. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Hey, Jack.
Check. Kill.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. To the right side to Eric Ebron. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ship. Check three.
On second down now. It's Connor, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Under 10.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. Returnable for Thomas. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. This pass into the arms of Snead, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. He uncorks it for Snead. And now here's another interception. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded at the 20. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is taken in at the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will get him 1 closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Smooth.
Mike 48, Mike 48. It's our field. It's our field.
Look, squeeze.
Kill.
Hard.
Kill. Turn up. Back. Check.
Hit it.
From the 31, Rudolph.
Tighten up.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6.
Wahoo!
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Check pass. Check 15. Check 50.
You're out.
Check. Watch out.
On the ball. Let's go.
Now Rudolph. He's going to launch it for Washington. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for the Steelers. And even 50 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On second down, it's Connor. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Watch the eye. Check, check.
Rudolph. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson going to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
36.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They come out here in the I. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
Don't say nothing.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
And they will throw it here with Rudolph. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Here we go. Check nickel. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Ready.
They'll run here with Connor. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Red, there.
Now it's Rudolph. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pernell McPhee able to record his 5th sack of the season.